So yeah, like I'm all tabbed in, like it mutes, so it's very weird.
No, it's alright. Just let me know when it's good.
Alright, I should be able to hear you now.
Alright, you
Oh,
good?
there we go. Yeah, I can hear
Alright. Yeah, man, it's just a pain, dude. Just fucking.
you. Yeah.
And unfortunately, I've never been one of those kids that grew up fucking. Like, you know how some kids just grow up and either they're lucky or they're just conniving little fucking bastards who will find any way they can to make money and get rich quick?
Yeah, or the
I'm
fact
not.
that their parents they just kind of get everything, like they don't
Their
learn.
parents are fucking millionaires
Yeah,
and they literally can shit their way through life and they get
yeah.
thousands of dollars every week from their family.
Hey,
Yeah, dude,
well,
I wish. I wish, man.
yeah. You remember the quote that what was it Donald Trump said? You got a small loan of $1 million.
Oh yeah, I got a small loan. Like what was this word? It wasn't small. It was like a
No, word for
oh
word. I can play it
fuck.
for you.
Yeah, dude, I remember a small loan of $15 million. Like what?
Yeah,
Dude, I'd be lucky if my parents gave me $150.
yeah, for damn sure.
Well, I mean, besides the fact that they help me pay my rent because I'm in school and I can't work full
Yeah,
time.
it's
But
that's another thing. It's one of those things. It's just like
yeah,
the way our system works is very flawed.
dude. Okay, I think that, and my family hates me because I want to vote for Bernie Sanders because I'm
Hey,
tired of
okay, listen to
Nazis.
this. Listen to this. Listen to
Yeah,
this. All
what's up?
right.
Oh, is it the Donald Trump quote?
No, 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 no. I'm not gonna fucking play that shit. He's a
All
fucking
right.
dumbass. But no. Um. What I was gonna say was so it doesn't matter who you want to vote for. Like you vote for like voting. Like it's so difficult for me because I think very different than most people. Like I find the fact that we have separate parties, it's a complete game. That's my view of it.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
all it
I
is.
think,
It's
and I
let's
think, I think it's both parties that are fucking stupid. The
yeah,
only reason
exactly.
why I'm voting this year is because I like the fact that someone is coming in and he's bold enough to say a change. And it's funny because everybody fucking hates it. Well, not
Well,
everybody. It's the millennials. It's my generation, the younger ones that like him because he wants like everybody says that socialism is the bane of human existence, but yet it's a system that if people would just stop being greedy fucking assholes, that and or the other end of the stick where you're a lazy fucking asshole, it could actually work and everybody could get what they want and everybody could be fine.
yeah,
Like
no,
I'm not saying like yeah there's still capitalism in socialism. Like people are gonna be better off, but it's not gonna be this systematic fucking. Look, everybody's like, why change anything? Why change anything? But yeah, every single year our country goes trillions of dollars more into debt.
yeah,
Poverty is still an issue. Fucking, we have the worst diplomatic system. Like. I just don't understand, dude. And people get so angry at you when you're like, we need change. We need to try something different. So here it is. And they're like, no, you fucking bigot. You racist. Like, they just scream shit at you.
yeah, no,
And I'm
I
just
know.
like, whoa, dude. Whoa. And I just don't get it. I just don't
I
fucking
find
get it.
the people don't understand like I'm a very open-minded person. Anything like
Yeah, same. Like, I'm open
any
minded.
any view that you have is a valid opinion for me, no matter what it is.
Yeah,
Like it's
I'm not
like
just gonna write you off. I don't care if you're a
well,
fucking
no,
Satanist.
yeah,
I'm gonna
no,
take it
no,
in.
but that's
I
just
may
it. It's like
disagree with you or not, but,
yo, you're completely allowed to disagree with me, but I'm gonna explain the way the reason why I am this certain way, like why I like believe this certain way, but then I'll definitely listen to your opinion on it, and then I'll weigh your opinion over mine, and if hey if you have a valid
Yeah,
like if you have a
if
better
I
point than
actually
I
agree
do,
with what you say, then you just convinced me of something. Okay, congratulations.
or
Yeah.
vice versa. You convince me that it's not the best. I'm like, oh wow, I never even thought of that. Like, you should
Yeah.
definitely take a look. Like, just Google it now. Anarchism. Google that and just read the definition of it. Tell me what you think of that.
Anarchism.
Yeah,
Alright, hold
because
on.
I find a lot of people actually don't know what the term anarchy is. Like, it's all actually a misrepresentation of
A
a word.
misrepresentation of teens and young adults going fucking crazy and lighting
Yeah,
shit
but
on fire.
it has nothing to do with that. It's so you have like Republicans like for the you, but like it's like left wing, right wing. It's hey, it's a political view, and I think it's a valid thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I understand that.
Yeah,
I
like
understand that. That's basically giving power to the people. Oh my God, that's the worst thing in the world. Wait,
really?
what? Really? Really?
You
What?
you think it's the worst thing in the world?
No, it's not. I'm making a sarcastic
Oh,
joke.
okay. I was like, wait, what? Like, but yeah, you know
No,
what I
is
mean? Like,
self-governing the worst thing in the world? Yeah, obviously not. But yet
oh no,
everybody
it's a
seems to
oh
think so.
exactly. But it's because people only see the greed in everybody, and they're not willing to work things out. Like
Either
it's like
that or they
let's just
completely.
say like let's say example for think I think um the way like even the way like the most you know what I'm talking about when I say isms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basic one sec. I'm gonna one sec. I'll finish that. So yeah, when I say like the word isms, so it's like sexism, racism, all that kind of shit. Everyone's just like, oh, like they're like they don't. It depends on how you see it in your eyes, like and like that's how it really depicts what you believe it to be, sort of thing. Because it's like yeah, okay, yeah, sure, sexism is a thing, but I honestly think it's the most retarded thing that people don't see that because they're so going into the sexism thing, they're actually creating
They're
racism.
creating
They're
more of a
no,
problem out of it instead of finding a
yeah,
solution. Is
exactly.
that
But
what you're saying?
they're
Yeah.
creating an unbalance again, where they just want equality, but you're creating an imbalance in the process. Like, how can you not see that? Like,
Yeah.
if you think about it,
like
so
like like how super feminists go out and like you need to treat women equal, but how they go about it is they're
it's
actually trying to
completely
put women
unequal.
above. Yeah.
It's like I demand you to do this for me because I'm a woman, and it's like, really? You want to be
Yeah.
equal though? Like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah. If we said that to you, I demand you to make me a sandwich because I'm a man. You'd fucking flip shit over,
Oh,
man.
and you yep,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, but
Yeah. Okay.
the funniest thing is because the whole equality thing started with white collar jobs. So it's like businesses, you know what I mean? Like, so they have like an equal chance.
Yeah.
That's why there's like a quota for the amount of male to female ratio in a lot of workforces because it's actually demanded by the government. So it's like you try to have like a 50-50, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the funny thing with that is, if you look into um, construction, construction jobs, or anything like that, or even plumbing jobs, stuff like that, where it's like you don't necessarily see females. Well, why don't you want equality there? Why do you only want equality in white
Yeah.
collar jobs? Is it you don't want to like break your nail or something? Like what's up? Like
Oh, all of a sudden the smell of shit or digging a hole is too hard for you?
yeah, like I want to sit at a desk and make sure everybody looks at my tits and gets me like a raise. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, I just want attention. Well, yeah, I get that. I get that. And that can be implied in so many other
Oh,
areas.
oh, for sure.
Like instead of having the most simplest fucking easy solution where everybody just shuts the fuck up and gets along, everybody makes it into this big or fucking deal, drags it out and creates a
Okay,
huge fucking
okay.
problem out of it.
Okay, so I was at okay, so I've when I'm at work, it takes a certain person to get me to a mindset, and this mindset is the most like it's my favorite thing ever when I get into it. And you're gonna cause me to go into it. Um, but so like, while I was in this mindset, I came up with like the best political the whole like I would run for I would run if people like if I can get enough people to vote like if I think the same way or
Just
not
call yourself D's nuts and you'll get enough votes.
no, not even that though. Okay, so listen to this. What do you think of a society? Okay, so like you know anarchism. So imagine anarchism, okay? But instead, so there would like or even like even just the now like so don't even talk about anarchism. So imagine all the parties right now. So I'm in Canada, so it's a little different. Um,
Yeah, but I know
it's the same concept. So
yeah.
imagine all the parties instead of voting for a party, anyone who chooses that they want to help and make the country better goes into this party. Doesn't matter. It's like it's a collective thing. So like if we took it to the word as like if we took it like anarchism, it would be you'd be volunteering like oh like I volunteered to Like I'd want to help, you know what I mean? Like you don't get paid for it, you don't get anything. It's like because like in an anarchist society, it's very much like, what do we need? Oh, like I think a skating rink for the kids would be a great idea. Okay, well let's go around, and whoever like you kind of like people just donate the money to make it. You know what I mean? Like they donate their time, like that kind of thing. Like whatever the society needs, people will do it. That's the whole ideology of an anarchist society. So imagine that. So let's think of a problem in the world right now. Do you think minimum wage is a problem? Do you think poverty is a problem? What do you think? Like,
Well, I kind of get where you're going with
well, no, no,
this.
no, 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 no. But just think, just like give me a problem.
Give you a problem.
Yeah.
Well, our energy crisis, dude. Like,
Okay, sure, sure, okay, okay, sure. So,
okay,
environmental or energy or anything like that. Um, Instead of one party being for it and one party being against it, instead of voting for the party itself, why don't the people instead vote for um, what's the word I'm looking for?
the idea of what you want to happen.
Yeah, like let's you vote for, okay, let's fix poverty. Let's lower taxes or something, like, you know what I mean? Like just vote for an idea instead of the
Yeah.
politician. And then whatever is weighed the most, like so let's say it's poverty, then we have the parties or the selected people involved like come up with a plan to fix it. You know what I mean? Like because then it's not so much like there's
It's an immediate solution that's actually being put into place instead of something that's tossed around by a bunch of jackholes with their heads so far up their fucking
well,
ass.
it's not hard to say one
Or
thing and do another. You know, like how hard is that to do? It's really not.
I don't know. Why don't you ask a politician?
Exactly. Like, oh, it's like I think
No, that's exactly what I had kind of in my mind, except mine was more of a little like I describe it by a system of capitalist and I know it might sound weird at first, but I worked out kinks and notches, but people just don't like it because they're
people
believe
are
that
afraid of
the lazy
change.
are gonna fuck it up or they're too greedy.
People are
And
afraid of
my
change.
idea of an economy is like, okay, now this might sound a little crazy at first, but right,
Trust me, dude, nothing's
it,
crazy to me.
it's instead of money, instead of having a system of something has
I
to
hate
have
money. I think
value,
we should abolish it.
instead of a system of having an object that buys other objects, get rid of the whole thing of money, and now you don't work for money anymore. You work so that way you can have a place in the society and you are not looked down upon. And instead of teaching our youth to pursue money, you teach youth to pursue
Values.
the values of effort and work.
And
Okay,
yeah.
so like if you want to grow up and manage a McDonald's in this society,
Hey,
it would
fuck
be
it.
just okay. It would be okay. It would be
Do it.
fine.
Go. Hey,
It
that's
would
what
be
you want to do.
awesome. It
Live your
wouldn't
life.
be a job that's looked down on because it's paid low or you're flipping burgers.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't be that way. It would be you're providing a service for people who want to eat at McDonald's. Like when I go to places like that, I don't look down upon those people. I'm like, dude, thank you for being open at 3 in the morning when I'm drunk and I really want food. Right? Like
Exactly.
myself. Like I have a value for that. Okay, so
Yep.
instead of having money or getting paid for doing this, you have to go to work. Everybody has to work. If you don't work, then you are put on. Okay, that's a whole nother system that you would be put on, and then you would be considered a impoverished person because you wouldn't be allowed to do certain things. Okay,
Yep.
but that's a whole nother system of what I'd have to explain.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, so everybody has to work, right? Whether you want to go into the military, wherever you want to do, you from starting as a kid will not learn all this other shit. Yeah, you still need to learn, okay, basic math, basic English. You need to learn how to communicate effectively. I think you should learn how to ride. I don't think you need to learn fucking all this random bullshit.
I
Like
think
if you want to be cultured, then sign up for shit like that, okay? But if you don't want to do shit like that, then don't fucking do it. And you need to stay on the course for what you want to do in life and how it's going to get you there and where it's going to take you, all right? So everybody has a career path that they're going and everybody will work, all right? But to make it fair and to make people like because my dad's first argument for that idea was, okay, well, why doesn't everybody just get a cheap ass job working at like a McDonald's? Because
Agreed.
it's easier than learning how to do all this business shit and learning how to manage people's insurances or doing shit like that. Well, this is where a point system comes in. So everybody has equal housing. Everybody has the right to get food. Everybody has the right to have water, utilities, electricity, internet. Everybody will have a mandatory 2 week every year to go on vacation anywhere in the world that they want. Because if it was a system like this, you're still going to work, so the services that you need are gonna be provided because people are required to go to and do those services. Like I know some people wouldn't want to pick them, but sometimes you have to place people. You know what I mean? I know
Yep.
that sounds complicated and
You're,
it's
you're
kind of
talking
it's
about a
far
very
fetched, but
fascist society. Just letting you know.
I'm not trying to be a Nazi, but dude,
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
saying.
no. And dude, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that's. I'm just pointing out that like that's the way your views are. I'm just letting you know. So, like I said, there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with it.
I guess so, but I fucking don't want to persecute
Yeah.
anybody. That's the last thing I want.
No, for
The
sure.
point of me wanting this is so that way nobody has to suffer.
Yeah.
It's not just a single group that gets to benefit, it's everyone gets to benefit. Some people will benefit more. There's your capitalism and greediness, but nobody's going to be so, unless they bring it upon themselves. Like nobody's gonna be put in a situation where they're just consumed with debt and poverty and they can't do anything to get out of it and they're stuck in a system or they're born in a third world country where they live in a fucking goddamn desert. Like, no, no, that doesn't have to happen. But I, I, I don't know, man. It's just like obviously it's a far fetched idea to ever even work. I could see it trying to work in like a smaller country, like a very small country, like to start it out. But I can see people. My dad said because I argued with him for hours about it. Because my dad's like he's a conservative Republican here, and
Same here, dude.
I disagree with a lot of the things he says because I'm more of a young bipartisan, and because I disagree with both parties. I don't really agree with anything they have to say. It's just like I think both parties are fucking idiots. I don't care what you say about the other party. I still think you're a fucking idiot. And
Yep.
if you want to continue living in this circle because you have money while the rest of the world is getting fucked, well then you're part of the problem. You're not away from it just because you have money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
But
And it's I find a lot of people are blind to it because if you think about it, like when you talk to people, they don't even realize half the things they say is a complete misconception of things. So it's
yeah,
like, okay, so without don't answer this because yeah, just don't answer this, but you without knowing everybody is addicted to drugs and every single day they do drugs. Every morning they wake up and do drugs. But yet the whole concept of doing a drug is completely skewed. Think about it. Sugar's a drug. Fat, salt.
well,
They're like,
the technical term for a drug is something that's been altered, blah blah blah, and that has effects on your body. But the realistic psychological term for a drug is something that you become addicted to or dependent on. Yeah,
eh,
like
but
coffee,
but sugar,
coffee.
sugar.
Yeah,
That's exactly
yeah,
what they are. But people think it's like, oh nope, it's cocaine. Like cocaine, weed, meth, like that kind of shit. It's like, but do you even know what you're talking? Like, you think that's what I'm saying. They
yeah,
don't even know what they're talking about. And then if you ask, like, I guarantee you, you break a law every single day. I could guarantee you drive, right?
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
fuck
you
yeah.
you break the law every single day.
Speed. Oh my god, dude. I
And then
don't speed.
when
I
people
speed.
talk to me about it or whatever, it's like no matter if you go 1 kilometer over the speed limit or you go 200, you're still breaking the law. And people are like, well, not no, no. It's like, wait, like, sorry, are you saying you're not speeding when this says like you're supposed to be going 100 kilometers an hour? Well, but it's become acceptable. Like, like everyone's going 120, so the cops are gonna pull everybody over. Okay, so why can't everybody just go 200 kilometers an hour? Is the
Yeah,
cops just
this
gonna
is
pull
like the
everybody
same
over?
argument that they try to do to us. Well, if your friend's smoking pot, does that make it okay for you?
Yeah, I know. And like
Yeah,
they don't see a link to it, and it's just like you're a
yeah.
complete idiot. Like,
It's bigotry, dude, and they don't really realize that the biggest drug of all is fucking money.
okay, so
We live our whole life in the pursuit of money.
listen to
That's
this.
all we do. That's all we do.
What would you think about a society that is completely voluntary? Everything you want to do is completely voluntary.
Well,
Agree or disagree?
okay. Now, I'm not. Let me give you a short explanation. I will keep it short. when it comes down to that, I do have to say that a society that would be completely voluntary wouldn't exactly work out how it's intended to, because a lot of people want to get by in life of how they've been grown up and how they've raised and how they've been influenced. People are fine getting by in life by basically doing as little as they can, and that's how things like how we think, how me and you think, have a problem or a very low chance of actually working, because people don't want to put in the effort. But I do agree it could work. I do agree it could work.
But
I
I
do.
think, but I think basically, like the whole point that you just came across there, whatever, was the fact that we're just a naturally lazy, disrespectful, self-absorbing asshole. That's what our society is. Like no matter what you can say, like that's there's no doubt about it. And the problem with
And
this,
and and you can't self deny it either. Like I can't self deny that. Hell yeah, I've been so
no,
lazy sometimes, and I can be a fucking asshole if I
no,
want to be.
exactly. Like that's just who you are. Like we're naturally a selfish society, but it's because we were created. So now think of this, like I find, like, when I say this, like, what would you think to a society that is also completely honest? You just say what you think all the time, no matter what. What do you think about that?
I would think that our tolerances for being offended would we wouldn't be offended by things anymore. Like
Thank you.
you know how it started in 2014 and it got so bad in 2015. Everybody would get offended by the littlest fucking thing.
Yup.
Like and it became what media evolved around. It
No.
is what the media was in 2015. The whole thing. Like
Yup.
everybody's getting offended by the smallest thing, blowing it way out of proportion, and then that's all you can cover, like drama. Like dude, drama. Like it started as something that was just like a high school thing. Like, oh, there's drama in high school. Well, Nancy said that. Sue fuck this guy. Oh, well, he's been cheating on him. Well, okay, that's young adult drama. Well, now it's become something that
Well,
it's like people have to be offended by something to feel
oh, I know.
alive.
It's like a game show to everybody. Like that's all it is. Like it's like we're putting on a show for people. But think about this. Okay, so what do you think is a flaw about you?
Um. Okay, that's a good one because I think I got a lot of ones. A flaw about me. Hmm. I'd say that I fuck.
And okay, so name a flaw about you, but that someone could see it. That someone could like.
I'm lazy.
Okay, there. So if somebody came up to you, not just like out of the street, just random, like you're working in your day job, or even your boss, or just someone who's just like, like you could really go far or something like in the world, like but like you're so lazy, you just gotta like,
Oh, dude, people
you know what I
already
mean?
do that to me,
Like
especially my family.
no, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like
But yeah,
it's
yeah, I know, but
you
like a random person. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and
People
then it's like
have a
it's more of a
relationship.
realization. Like you can't say like, "Oh fuck you, asshole!" You fat ass, go eat another McDonald's or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that's how
get
a
all
lot
the
of people
taste out
are.
of your mouth, you
Yeah,
fag.
like they get so like
Right, yeah.
they're feeling they get like everyone feels like they get attacked when you be honest about them. But think about it, like
But if it
ask
wasn't
yourself this when you get
necessarily an
mad.
attack, if it was more just like, dude, you're
Yeah,
lazy.
yeah, but like ask yourself this: Are you getting mad at the person for telling you something you already know?
Now that's
Are are
psychology, dude.
are you getting
That
mad?
can be that's just like implementing things that happen today, regardless if it's happening in our hypothetical society. People
Exactly.
don't necessarily get mad at who's telling you. They get mad at what they're telling you.
Exactly. Are you get like when you get mad because someone told you you're lazy? Like, are you getting mad because they pointed out the obvious? Like, are
Yeah.
you so self-centered that you need to be lied to in your everyday life that you're not capable of learning and changing yourself? Like, I am
Or
I
is your ego so fragile?
like
Like I have black people who get called nigger at school, and they're just like, I
who
really
cares?
don't care.
It's
Yeah, they
dude,
don't care.
yo, Sarah.
And then other people, like you do the same thing, and you don't include the correct color on a pamphlet, and they're like suing the school
I
or
know.
some shit.
Sarah, fuck you.
Okay,
Yeah,
when you coming over?
no, but exactly, like just like it's a made up
Well,
word. Just think of the word fuck, dude. It's a made up word. Like
dude,
honestly,
fuck is a great word. if you think
I
about it too.
no no that was my I was just about to say that like it's the most beautiful word. It can be like it's so many different
It
things.
can be used as any part of speech. It makes sense when
Yep.
you just randomly throw it in a sentence. People can understand what you're saying if they are a user of the fuck word.
Like I would like my idea of like a perfect society would be back in like the Viking, well, no, sorry, maybe not the Viking days, but like kind of like the concept of it where it's like you had women
You
or
had a
men.
village, and everybody fucking did their part wherever they
There
could.
exactly. So
They
let's go.
just did it. They did it,
So
and they didn't complain. And if you were those people who didn't do it, then you were bashed, and you were hated, and you were outcasted.
so what
Like those are the people who usually ended up in prison or jails or killed.
exactly? Or sent away to go live on their own because we don't want to live with you anymore.
Yeah, but now you can't do that because it's offending someone and people have human rights. Well, yeah, people have human rights, but if what you're doing is
If you're a
offending everybody
dumbass, get
else,
the fuck out of my way.
if you're a fucking idiot, see, like, dude, I've always just wanted to get so lucky and just become a billionaire somehow, or become friends with a billionaire who has the same idea and he's just so sick of everything. He's like, fuck this, I'm buying an island, and all the people who think like us, as long as we can fit on the island and it's not too overcrowded, come with us, because we're gonna go
No,
make our own country.
dude,
Because
I would
fuck you
honestly
guys.
like if I ever found like a place in this world that would like it fit exactly where I was, I'd be gone in a heartbeat. Because what like the way I believe like here's another thing. What do you think about a society that it cannot be created or sustained by violence, aggression, or subjection?
Like how almost a lot of our societies are sustained.
Exactly. What do you think about when like it,
Like how America is practically built off fucking war. Like our
yep.
country has never even not been at war.
Now what about
I don't get the concept of that. Like how can you just be involved in war all the time? Like isn't the point of war getting to peace? So why can't we all just be at peace? Like what the fuck? And then don't even get me started on the Middle East. Like dude, there's so much fucking random shit going on. Like dude, did you hear about the other day? Iran called, or it was it Iraq? It was one of those fucking two countries. They called Saudi Arabia. Well, I don't think Saudi Arabia should be fucking doing all these executions. That's a little fucked up when they're basing it off because it's all comes down to this whether you're Sunni Muslim or Shiite Muslim, and they hate each other and they're always fighting, and so they're always
yep.
calling each other terrorists and blowing each other up and bullshit like that. Well, now Iran or Iraq, one of the two, I can't remember, compared Saudi Arabia's kingship, the family, to ISIS. They compared him to ISIS, and they got offended by that. And now they cut all diplomatic ties. They cut everything. You are not allowed. As of yesterday, you are not allowed to go to Iraq or Iran, whichever one it is.
Oh
You are
wow.
banned from going to. And if you do, they could either imprison you, kill you, or not let you come back. Dude, people start squabbles over the stupidest shit. When yet we could be in outer space conquering other alien races. Because yeah, I kind of do believe in aliens. Just the universe is
Oh,
just
sorry,
big.
sorry. You just said conquering. So you want to
Why?
enslave other people to do
Yeah,
your
dude.
bidding? So you want to
Okay,
create,
okay. No, 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 no,
but
no. That sounds fucked up.
yeah,
Why are we trying to enslave why are we trying to enslave our own people, fucking up our
yeah,
own
because
planet where we could all die, all of us, everybody die, when
you
we could make someone else die? Like,
because
I know that's fucked up and we shouldn't do it, but why are we doing it to ourselves? Why? We're
yeah,
idiots.
it's
We're a
true.
bunch of fucking
Like
idiots, dude.
just think about this.
I'm not saying it's right to enslave anyone, whether you're an alien from another planet or not. Like that's a whole nother topic. Like I don't think you should harm any life being. Like you shouldn't put things through pain.
I
Like
think
think about an animal, dude. Like what does an animal think when you're kicking the shit out of it or abusing it? Like dude, it's like fuck. I'm just trying to live. I just want to eat food. Why are you hurting me? What the fuck? Now imagine a human being thinking that you're slitting my throat. You're cutting off my arms because I fucking just did something
I'm
and
I'm
you don't
alive. I'm
like it.
breathing.
I'm breathing and I'm offending you. Like,
Like
what?
just imagine a society governed like everybody governs it. Like not one person has a say. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
or like everybody has to take a turn for 1 month or a week or something, and propose ideas. Like nothing constructually changes that often. Like their core values, like you can't fucking kill people. You shouldn't fucking steal. Those are bad. You should be involved in some type of work, or otherwise you're a lazy piece of shit who's not giving to society and expecting everything in return. Just core things that shouldn't really be changed, or shouldn't drastically be changed. You know what I mean? Just shit
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Like, and think about it. Like, it would rely on the fact that like an individual, like if there was an if there was an individual that was unable to care for themselves, like somebody in this like ideology, like this society would like somebody would volunteer and help them. Like
Yeah,
there, like
yeah. It's like the whole thing with the Indians, dude. They taught us how to grow food. Like they saw us. We came over here, killed their people, and yet they taught us how to grow food, and then we
yeah,
killed them again. Like what the
exactly,
fuck? What the fuck?
exactly.
Like what the fuck? Dude, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've gotten to the point where I've watched so many movies and stuff like that where I've just been like not necessarily praying, but I've just been hoping that one day I can just get super fucking magical god powers and just fucking go ape shit on the world and just scream at everybody, and they can't kill me, they can't do anything. Like I'm an ultimate fucking god. It's not like I want to rule everybody. I don't want to be worshipped. I don't care about that. I just want everybody to stop being a fucking idiot. Like, is it that fucking hard? Like, how cool would it be to just one day wake up and you're just like, oh my god, yes, and you turn into the fucking Hulk or some shit, and you got like magical powers, you can fucking fly, you can appear to everybody all at once and just scream at them, like fucking just scare the shit out of them, or everybody's like crapping their pants simultaneously, and you're calling them all idiots in their own language where everybody can understand. And you're just fucking belittling them to where they feel like absolute dog shit. Like, hey, I probably need to be yelled at too. I'm not saying that. Everybody needs to be yelled at for something. We're all stupid in an own way, except for like Mother Teresa. I don't think she needs to be yelled at, or good people, like super super rare good people, like 1 in a million people. They're out there. They are. They don't need to be yelled at. They're okay.
It's
But
tough. It's tough like that though, because what you define like so the way my mind works is it's very it works for and against its own self. So it's a very asshole mind. I hate it. Um, but
yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, so you say like all the people like that or whatever, right? Like you'd want to just make like what basically what you're
I'm not trying to dis include myself. Like I'll yell at myself, but
no
like
for sure. But the thing is like how do you define what a bad person is? Like how do you define like think of it this way, like would you say that killing somebody is a bad thing or a good thing?
well, it would come down to
The
well,
intent, wouldn't it?
the intent, but when it comes down to the a whole plot of intent, we shouldn't be killing each other at all, because our ideals shouldn't be affecting each other. If you have a different ideal, don't fucking live in the same society as that fucking person. Like we didn't have fucking countries 1,000 years ago. We had villages and towns and empires. There wasn't a fucking country. Just the people that you agreed with. You lived in a plot of land in an area. Okay, and that's it. You didn't fucking try to rule all this other shit until you have to agree with me, or we're gonna fucking kill you. Well, I mean, some people did do that, but that wasn't the original intent, because that's what ended up happening. We all started killing each other because we don't agree with each other. So I think as of right now, how our world is, killing is not necessarily wrong, because of it depends on the situation. Like if there's someone coming in my house right now trying to rob me or rape my girlfriend or steal or do crazy fucking twisted shit to me or my girlfriend, I'm gonna fucking kill them. I'm gonna do everything in my power to kill them, whether it kills me or not, because I don't want that happening. Or what, like ISIS, where because of your religion that's supposed to be a holy, loving, peaceful thing, and you're killing quote unquote infidels because that's what you fucking want to do. That's fucked up. I want to kill you. I don't want ISIS around. Do I think Muslims are bad? Fuck no. Do I hate the fact that people bash on Muslims and exclude them and do all sorts of fucked up things? Yes, it's fucked up. But do I think that these extremists need to go out and start killing people? No, that's fucked up.
No, for sure. Now,
So I mean, the whole idea of what is right and wrong needs to be put in this scenario. Like in our idea of what me and you think would be a world, killing would be wrong in any form or fashion.
that's why
That shouldn't be something that's done. But in our unperfect world, because people are fucking nuts, like sometimes it even says in the Christian Bible there's a difference between killing and murdering.
oh, for sure. For sure. Um, what was I gonna say? One sec.
I wish so, dude. I wish there was a country that thought like us. I'd move there in a heartbeat. I would
I
move there in a
I know
heartbeat.
like 10 other people that would do, but
Yeah, I know quite a few people who would too.
like I would honestly like if I was allowed to, I would go right now, take a bag of stuff, maybe a couple cans of food, maybe like get some people that wanted to do the same thing with me. Go live in a forest. Go live in a forest, like a self-sufficient forest. Because think about it. The only
Like where you
way,
can grow and establish your own food.
yeah, like
Uh,
you can farm, you build your house. You know what I mean? Like it's just like the only way the only way that you're gonna die is if you become lazy. Wouldn't it not be? Because if you wanted to survive, you would have to work hard every single day.
you know, that's why I think, like, you know how there's always those crazy people who say that one day the Earth is gonna, like, the Earth has that natural tendency of
It's gonna throw
preserving
up and get
life.
us all off the damn planet.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because if you think about it, the way humans live and the way we've populated and the way we've that that quote unquote society has said that's acceptable and you're crazy if you disagree. We've become a virus.
No, this is exactly what we are. In
Like
fact,
we live in the same manner as a virus does, and then you hear all these people, oh well, you need to take your shot, you need to do protection against the virus. What do you think the Earth is gonna do one day? Like, what do you think the whole apocalypse is supposed to be about? Like, regardless, okay, I'm not saying that God doesn't exist. I'm not saying that He does exist. I believe that He exists, and I do believe in the Christian
okay,
faith.
wait.
But
Now,
no, hold on, hold on.
okay,
If there is an apocalypse, dude, like, and if the whole theory of God is more of a self spiritual thing, then I think that the apocalypse is just gonna be a fucking the Earth just being like. I don't know. That sounds a little crazy. Just like a sentient being, a planet getting rid of what's inhabiting it. I don't know. That sounds
it
weird.
depends on your view of things. Like I have
True.
views of every different like religion that's out there. I have different views of why we are here. I have different views of what we are. Like there's so many different views I have. So it's like nothing ever seems like complete out of the ordinary. But so now define like for you or whatever, because you said like there is like a God, but so it's like what is a God in your opinion? Is it some mystical being that you like? So take Christianity for example. Like is it a
Well,
guy in the sky? Is it now? Because then when you take Buddhism for example, the God isn't necessarily a God. It's you. Like you are your your your
you
self-righteous.
have God in you or
Yeah, like
something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, that's a more difficult question. And
No, for sure. Or do you
what
believe that there's
scares
just
me
something
about
out
it is
or do you believe that there's just something out there of like you don't know what it is, you don't know if it's whoever whatever God it is, you just believe that there is some kind of higher being out there.
yeah, that's what I believe. I believe that there's some kind of higher being, and I'm going to tell you my deepest fear right now. I am afraid that there is a hell, and that if there are guidelines to a hell, I don't know if I would make it. Like, I would probably end up in hell. Regardless, okay, I'm not talking about the fact if I'm a good or a bad person. I hope that I'm a good person. Like, yeah, I have my fucking mistakes, of course, like that. But I can't. I have the hardest time believing in the fact that so many different faiths, including Christianity, it, God, if there was a higher being who was truly good and loving, what good is supposed to be, how would he put guidelines on getting into heaven? Like, why would he do that? What about
Mm-hmm.
someone who doesn't have the privilege or who lives in a society where you'll be killed if you do that? I don't understand. And then like I know they say it really comes down to personal faith. Like if you did and not you didn't do good to get into heaven, like you weren't doing good for good into heaven, but you were doing good because you wanted to do good, because simply you knew it was the right thing to do in
Hmm.
in your heart. Or you had some kind of relationship with God, like you spoke to whoever God is to you, like you meditated or you prayed or you did shit like that. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
that's the hardest time. That's the hardest thing I have wrapping my head around. And to be honest with you, my natural reaction to something like this is to ignore it, and I blow it off, and I chew. I don't purposely do that, but I naturally just think about other things. Like I think about video games because they take up my time, they're entertaining, and you don't fucking worry about anything like that. You don't do anything like that. They stimulate me in a way that I don't have to constantly be thinking about whether I'm gonna go to hell or not. And that's what I've never liked about religion. Like I'm not trying to say whoever God is, if that's how He intended to be, it wasn't perfect. I'm not trying to say that that's a bad thing. I'm just trying to say that why can't, because if there is a God, He would obviously know if you are truly a good person or a bad person. And shouldn't a truly good person who doesn't go out there and make a ruckus in life, purposely put other people down, purposely hurt people, do shit like that? Like, why would you send them to hell with people who are like that?
Well,
Like, wait, what?
wouldn't a truly perfect person be able to see the good in everyone?
Well, there is good in everyone, but depend. See, now
But
that
the
just get that complicates everything
but
down
no,
to
no,
a
I
level.
know.
Now
So
that's
that's
why I don't think about it, because I'm just like, fuck, dude,
but think of
fuck,
it this way,
dude.
Seraph. You got to think about it. But so I'm gonna say something, and it may completely fuck everything up in your head. But just um,
Everything's already fucked up in my
fair
head.
enough. But so take everything like I know how Christian like I'm not Catholic, I'm not Buddhist, I'm not whatever. Like I'm nothing. Like it's just I'm here. I learn from everybody. I learn from everyone's views. So I like every like my idea of religion is one religion said this, then the second religion, then let's just say like there was like this is how we do things in the first religion. This is our God. And then all of a sudden, somebody in that society was like, I believe what you're doing, but I don't believe that's actually God. So then he created his own religion, and that's how religion was created.
Oh,
I think that's my idea. Just
oh yeah.
hold on. Yeah, yeah. But so then what you have to find is so when there's a possibility that each religion is right and wrong at the same exact time because
Like
it
each religion is technically praying to God in their own way.
yeah, like
Like
you
the God. Oh, dude, I've thought about that before. I really have.
now think of it this,
I shit you not. I thought about
but
that
no, so
before.
that's all I was going to say though. What about the idea that what our whole living right now is a test? Our test is we live in hell and see no matter how fucked up things are around us that we won't be sucked in to the whole let's say like darkness or evil of the planet, and that we're still able to be a good person, like our intentions are still will be pure, and that when we figure out or when we complete our test, that is when we pass away and we go to somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, what about that? Like, the current place we live in is hell. Because think about it. Like, there, we're literally killing ourselves off. When
If you think about it, dude, this literally could be hell.
no, like that's exactly it.
Like think about all the things that are meant to just take over you. Like even video games, dude. Like, hey, I'm not saying video games are necessarily a bad thing, but
Everything in
there's meant to.
moderation, dude. Everything in
Yeah.
moderation.
Like I don't know, dude. This could be a hell in its own way, because think about how people interact with each other, and there are always those purposefully. It's like they're not even human. Like, dude, I had a trip on shrooms one time, and I swear to God to you, man, I looked at people and I saw people, and I looked at other people and I saw nothing but emptiness.
No,
Does that make sense?
yeah, dude.
I could look at someone and I could be like, okay, well, you don't always make the best choices, and I don't necessarily think that you're a good person, but it doesn't seem like you're just not a human. And then I look at other people and I'm like, yeah, you make good choices. I could consider you a good person, and I'm not comparing you to myself, and I'm not comparing bad people to myself because I'm not necessarily sure if I could judge myself, but then I look at other people, and it just seems like it just seems like they're not human. Like they're purposely. It's like it's not like a
They
robot.
go out of their way almost just to fuck everything up.
Yeah, just to fuck everything up. Yes, dude. I notice people just do that randomly. They just go out of their way, and it makes no sense. Anything that they do makes no sense. And how they get places or how they go places in life makes no fucking sense.
Like we
And
have a guy at work or whatever. Like he doesn't work with me, but there's a guy and basically you'll tell him to do something. He's like, I don't want to do it. And then it's like, okay, you want to do this? Nah, I don't want to do it. Like, what do you want to do? I don't know. It's like really? Like you showed up to work today to work. What do you expect? Like, get your ass down and do something. And he's like, I don't know. And like he's just that kind of person. And it's like, really? Like, why has a society been that we have to keep this guy? Like, we can't just fire him because it's a fucking dipshit. You know what I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean. I think that's a little extreme to the point of what I was saying because
No,
some
no, I know.
people are just like that. But when I really was looking at these people, I literally saw I called them because me and my friend were tripping, and my friend literally said he saw demons, and he said he saw angels, and he said he had like this crazy trip, and and you can ask him, and still to this day he'll say that him and I were communicating without talking to each other,
No, dude.
and
So
I believe it. No, here's my thing. We were looking at people, and you could just look at people and see, and here's what we called them. Like you know how there's white and dark, or light and
yep,
dark for like good and evil. Well, we called them gray because it was like they weren't any of it. They were just in the mix to fuck everything up, no matter what it was. If people were for the dark, they were fucking that up. If people were for the white, they were fucking that up. It just made no sense. Like some people, and I even have my uncle who's a businessman and plays the stock market, and he's married to someone, my aunt, who works for Exxon. They're very rich and they live in Fort Worth in Texas. And he even says like you just notice people are just they just whatever they do just doesn't make sense, and it's just fucking stupid. And even the girl who married my or the guy who married my cousin Anna, her husband David, he's a lawyer in Mississippi. Like he's not racist, and he lives in the deep South. Like he's not any of this. And he says, and he's like, dude, and like he's a very conservative person. Like I wouldn't tell I didn't even know why I told him that I smoke weed, dude. Like this guy is like it's like one of those people that you're just like you want to be good around them because you know that they're good, and they're not just trying to be good, they're just a good person. You know what I mean?
yep.
Like and he's just like I know exactly what you mean, because I was telling him all this. I don't even know why I was telling him all this. I just fucking was telling him. Like we were just drunk together, and I just told him this is like the second time I'd ever met this dude, and we just started talking about all this shit. And he's like, yeah, dude, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. It's like people aren't people. It's like they're not people. They're fucking something else.
No, for sure. So, I've never done it. Personally, I'm not sure if I'm ready to do it, but I'm talking about the shrooms and everything like that. But I've had many people tell me about their trips and everything like that, and I definitely believe that um this is coming kind of like Buddhism though. It's like mind, body, spirit, you know what I mean? Like you can't just be one or two. And I find that's what because we live in such a Western society, that's what we're kept to do because if we just have our mind and body, we're very individualistic people, you know what I mean? It's all about ourselves and just me and what's around me sort of thing. But then if you go Western or whatever,
They're
they're very collective. They're helping everybody out. Like if somebody needs help, that's how it does.
Well,
So,
if
but
you
then
if you go if if you go into like the villages and stuff, because if you notice, a lot of it has been corrupted by what the West does.
No,
Like
exactly, but exactly.
like
So
they
it,
say that the West is the bane of the existence, but yet they start acting like it. Like look at Saudi Arabia, dude. Like they used to talk and all this shit about how they live like this and oh we're peaceful, and they still wear the cape type things and not the hijabs, but you know they wear
yep,
the certain outfits. But look how they live. They live like Americans. They're just 10 times as richer as we are
yeah.
because they have all the oil. Like, but go on. Sorry.
Where was I going with it?
The
Oh yeah,
shrooms.
so like it's just like I find like there is gonna be a day where people there's just enough people that realize, and it's gonna be it's like it's the awakening. So I have like a native friend or whatever, and we talk like all the time about this kind of stuff, and it's very interesting because if everybody like awaken, like when I say awaken, I mean like their spirit, like they become spiritual, like everything everything balances like mind, body, spirit, or whatever like that. Um, and then everybody will just like awaken and just see what's going on, and they'll be able to see like how ridiculous everything has been, and like just fix it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do understand what you
Like, and
mean.
that's what I mean.
And
Like, so like the whole thing that you just had, like it was a completely spiritual. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
dude, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, cause I was okay, cause I grew up like. And if you're worried about doing shrooms, don't be. It can be scary. Like I've had some pretty really intense trips that I
Trust,
will
no, no,
never
you
forget.
don't gotta warn me about it because like I've
Yeah,
looked up
but
a
yeah,
bunch of
yeah,
stuff and
I know
everything.
you've
Yeah,
heard of
yeah,
it. But shrooms is what literally kind of started me on a path of self awakening. Cause dude, I grew up like I had some friends, but I grew up in a private school with rich kids, and they were all bullies. Like
for
me
sure,
and
for
a few
sure.
and me and a few other kids got outcasted for no random reason. There was nothing wrong with us. We're not ugly. We didn't have acne. We weren't weird. Like I was shorter than others, so they found that reason. Like this girl didn't have tits till she was older, so she got mocked fun of. Like it was just always the little things. And we got bullied to an extent that it was ridiculous. Like like some bullying doesn't even make fucking sense. Like they just do it to do it. And what's funny about it is they gang up on other people. Like they'll gang up on me, but yet when they're alone, they'll gang up on each other, but they won't do it to each other's faces. And you just witness this circle and tornado of lies that just
Yeah.
happens, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Like how
And
can you
and
live in
so
that?
and so, but anyway, I was a sheltered child. Like, I had to figure out everything on my own. Like, I didn't even get a sex talk from my dad. Like, this is pretty intense stuff. Like, I figured everything out on my own. Like, I was lucky enough to
I'm the
have the
same
internet
way.
and to have older kids on the internet who didn't necessarily shun you, whether they thought you were annoying or not, and they didn't necessarily try to troll you. Like how like I troll kids. Like I don't really like little kids. Like some of the little kids who come on here, like the 15-year-olds and shit. Like I'm okay with like that the Gator kid. I don't know if he's young. The kid who hangs out with Twisted. I can't remember his name. Like Matt. I don't know, whatever.
Mattingly Gate or something.
No, that's one of them. There's others. They're all right. You know, I'm not trolling them. Like other kids, I'll troll and I'll just be like, fuck off. And I'm pretty sure they realize because by now the way that kids pick up on things is a lot faster than how our generation picked up on things when we were little.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I've had some kids where I was blatantly like, dude, fuck off, you're an idiot. And he's just like,
Okay,
so
well,
what do you want to do? And it's like, really? Like,
okay, well,
but no, no, I know what you're saying. I know what
yeah,
you're saying.
yeah, with some discretion that everybody's different, but like I was sheltered, right? And so I was extremely naive about stuff and getting bullied. Like you get put in this place where you don't understand a lot of stuff, and you're just like, wait, what the fuck? Wait, what? And then you can't tell if people are being friendly to you or making fun of you. You can't tell if jokes are about you or joking with
You
you.
always
Like
think like if you hear something about you or whatever, it's like, oh, what he's gonna say? Like he's
I
like,
still think like that, dude. It's
yeah,
so hard to get over that.
no, no,
Like
I
like
know. I'm the same
I'm not
way.
just saying like I'm some fucking crazy kid. And then when I hit high school and I transferred, like I begged my parents. I was like, dude, I can't stay at this private school anymore. I fucking hate it. I hate everyone there. Everyone there acts like an idiot. I don't care if they try to be all godly or whatever they try to be, because they're all doing all these things behind the back, and I don't trust any of them. I hated going to church. I didn't dislike church. I just hated the fact that the kids at church were fucking retards.
Yep.
But and I know that seems like a bad reason, and that's a whole nother story. But anyway, like when I hit high school, I became extremely rebellious. Like I became an asshole because I realized that people actually were nice to me and I was looked up to, and I could get girls. Like I could do well in school. I could do whatever I wanted. I fucking sold pot. I sold cocaine. Like I did all this crazy shit because I like the whole growing up thing all hit me at once, and it was like, holy shit, what have I been missing? Like I didn't have the discretion to be like, oh well, look how it's affected other people. I was just like, dude, I'm doing that. I want to fucking do it, and I became an asshole, dude. I'd never cheated on girls, but I would lie to girls. I wouldn't go out with them. I'd fucking tease them. Like I would I stole a shitload. Like me and my friends used to go out and hit licks on cars like every single night. We would do cocaine and drugs in the basement of my friend's house. Dude, we were fucked up kids. Like we
No,
would
for sure,
steal.
dude.
We wouldn't go to school. We'd fucking cheat on our tests and shit like that. Dude, we did shit that I regret doing. Like I
But
really
but you gotta say,
and
you gotta think of it this way though. Like those, like you can't like, yeah, you can say you regret those decisions, but you gotta remember, if it wasn't for those things that
if
happened,
it
you
wasn't for
wouldn't be
those
who
things
you are right
exactly,
now.
because yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't have
And
been able to realize everything.
and I did shrooms that one night, and I just started realizing shit. I can't remember if I had an out of body experience or not, but I remember I was there with my friends, and I fucking stood up and I started talking to them, and we were like 30 minutes, an hour into the trip, and I started talking to them. None of them replied. Like no, none of them would reply, and I couldn't figure out why until after the trip, and then we all started talking again, and I couldn't figure out if I really left my body, because I never did the whole thing where you turn around and like look at yourself, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't like all spiritual crap like that. Like it was spiritual, but in a different way. But I couldn't figure out why people weren't responding to me when I swear to God I was like talking. I was like, hello, hello, what are you doing? I was like waving in people's faces, and they wouldn't even look at me. And so I'm pretty sure that I wasn't exactly in my body, or I was tripping like really hard and not
Yeah.
actually doing the things I thought I was doing. But it just started things like that, and then like just started noticing shit like how my friends acted, and then just started being like my friends started going to strip clubs when they were just turned 18, and I'm just like, wait a minute, I've still never been to a strip club, and they would always beg me to go. They're like, dude, you need to go, there's spits there, they let us buy champagne, we're not even 21. Like they're doing all this shit, and I'm like, dude, no, I don't really feel like going. I just stay in and chill and smoke pot with a few friends and skate all day, and
Yeah.
like do this stuff. And they kept on begging me, and then I finally came up with an argument for it. Like 6 months into them doing this, I was like, dude, why would I go and waste all this money wasting my money throwing dollars at some girl who's doing it for money, who couldn't give a shit less about me because it's supposed to be cool, when I could simply go out and get a girlfriend, and if I wanted to, see if she'd just do that for me? Or
No,
I
for
could
sure.
just have just sex with her and chill all day and watch Netflix. Like, dude, that's how I was, man. I started doing this shit, and I was like, why? And then I started questioning other things, dude. I was like, why are you fucking stealing? Like, wait, what? Why? Why? Isn't it wrong? Like, you get so pissed off when someone steals from you, like you beat the crap out of that kid from stealing from you. So why are you going out and stealing?
Yeah, for
And then I
sure.
was like, oh fuck. And then I start realizing shit and start realizing shit, and I was like, dude, just this I can't do this anymore.
I grew up in a
And
very
then
similar way, so.
and you start separating yourself from people, and people like don't necessarily think that it's a good thing, and then it's just like weird, dude. You start noticing just like random shit that you would never notice before.
Well, like, so my whole thing, like with like people and everything like that, I remove myself from a lot of situations because I know the way I think and I know the way a lot of other people think. And if I were to actually say what I actually felt, it would just cause a whole lot of conflict. So that's why it's one of those things where it's like, I won't put myself in those situations because I know it's just gonna cause a fight. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not gonna be that type of person. So then everyone's kind of like, well, why are you so antisocial? It's like really like,
Oh yeah, why don't you
are
talk
you
at the
why you
party, dude? Are you uncomfortable? Is something
yeah?
wrong? Are you mad at me or something?
But it's like, why
Like
are
you're
you
just like
labeling me when it's just I'm smarter. Like that's exactly what it is. Like
I'm just chilling or something. Yeah,
I have more
exactly.
respect that I'm not going to start something because there's no need to. It's not going to solve anything. And it's even
Yeah.
that. It's um, like I'm at a point now where it's like when I like the people that I meet or whatever like that, like I'll just be completely open with them. Like if I take on like it's like I'll point out exactly what like I'll question everything. Like if like there's a guy like the guy that I'm working with, like he thinks exactly the same way I am and everything like that. And I've gotten pretty good at reading people as like so like I can like
Yeah, you can tell if someone's a fucking faker, and you can tell if
no,
someone's
no,
just
no, not so much
yeah.
that, but I can like I just there's like your body expressions and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm gotten pretty good at reading that. Um, but so I like the second I thought of something, it's like I would just ask him, like I just question it. And it's like, oh, I never even thought of that. You know what I mean? Like, and he's that type of person that he won't get offended by it. It's because he understands. He's just like, okay, like it's like
Yeah,
how are you
don't you
thinking?
love people like that? And they can
And
reply in a manner that's not trying to offend you or
yeah, exactly.
something.
But it's like because I do that, it's like the second like I find somebody gets offended by it, it's like and it's like oh like if there's like sure there's a chance that the same like the people just like people like me or like the guy I'm talking about or even you if
Smokey, don't drink out of the toilet, you dumbass.
if you get offended like it's like I'd ask like why are you getting offended like honestly like ask like tell me and it's like if he's like fuck off like if you're still in that situation like if you're still like getting offended by everything it's just like I would just be like okay bye like I'm not dealing with
All
you
right.
anymore you know what I mean but it's
Yeah.
like if you're willing to understand like if like like every now and then you get mad you have those days right so but
Yeah.
if you're like honestly I don't know why I'm just getting mad like it's just an excuse it's like okay you realized it you know what I mean it's like it's something about like the realization can calm you down so much you know what I mean?
Hell yeah. I know exactly what you mean. And like don't get me wrong, like I still do
Well, it's like, oh,
occasionally
here,
like I get
so
in
here,
fights with the people with random people on the internet, especially while playing FPS.
yeah,
And it's usually because whether I'm fucking up or not, I get mad at or Dota 2. It happens in Dota 2 and it happens in FPS games, and I just get mad at people. Well, I'm pretty sure it can I'm to the point where it can just happen where I'm just fucking done with being on a retarded team. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
yeah,
and I just get mad at them, and then I just fucking I don't explode on them, but I just call them out, and then they start like raging on me for some reason,
yep.
and you get mad because if you don't say anything, then you feel or look like an idiot or something,
No, for
and so
sure.
and so then you have to start going and you realize that it's all because you're just mad at the situation, not necessarily that it was their fault, even though sometimes it is, or sometimes it's your fault, and then you feel really stupid if you do something stupid. It's just,
The way, so like I play League, so the same way, like the same situation happens all the time. So what I normally do is if I've played my role perfectly, like if I've done everything right, like I'll look at my every situation, like did I do this? Did I do this in my eyes the best of my ability? And if I can agree with that, and my entire team feeds, all I'll do is just like when if somebody gets mad or something, like a lot of the times people won't talk because they're in their own little world. But like the second somebody gets mad, it's just blame somebody else. I'm almost just like, don't look in faults in others unless you can find perfection in yourself. And then everyone just kind of shuts up for the rest of the game. Like if that doesn't work or whatever, I'm gonna just be like, dude, like instead of getting mad at everybody else for something, like why, like you could have bought a ward, you could have took an extra 30 seconds. You could have backed off earlier. Like why did you go in? Like you know what I mean? Like there's so many more things that went wrong with just everything in the situation that you just didn't think about it and you're just getting mad. Like learn from your mistakes and grow. If you're not willing to do that, I don't want you
e-
around me.
either that or you're just in total derp troll mode and you're just fucking
Oh,
raging
that
on
happens all the
nothing.
oh no, no, that happens all the time because it's just like, you know what?
Me
Fuck
and you
this
do
shit.
that so fucking much, dude. Oh my god.
Like, oh, I just fuck around. Like it's like there's
Yeah,
some
just
aspect
fucking
of
around.
like
Like half of it's kind of serious, but it's
but
really not
especially with
serious.
me because I will I'll have fun and troll around and everything like that. But I have to win. That's just who I am. Like I need to win. I'm very competitive at nature. You know what I mean? Like it just
Yeah, I have
I
to
love it.
win too.
It's just
winning. Yeah.
so like when you were fucking doing like Ricky games or whatever, like oh I fucking knew I was gonna win. Like I had the confidence in myself. You know what I mean? Like you set yourself up for success, and then you just fucking have fun with it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's what you do. Like ah, but yeah. So I've noticed something about you. Like um, you still think like I guess it's like it's because you've been around so many people that like judge you and everything like that for the wrong reasons, I think. Because anytime you're about to say something, you say, "Don't get me wrong."
Well, yeah, dude.
You
Because
notice that though,
because
right?
I usually end up around people who either don't understand what I'm trying to say, purposefully take it in a wrong direction, or
Yeah,
just
for
take it
sure.
for
But it's like
personal.
I just noticed that about you, and it's just like because it puts it into a whole more like realization that it's like fuck, dude, like you really like you grew up in like a very similar way. Like I didn't want to say it because my sister was home, but I'm pretty sure she Bailey. Yeah, she's gone now. So I grew up
Did you call your sister Billy?
Bailey.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you said Billy.
Oh
I
no
was
no.
about to make a joke.
Okay. But yeah, so like I grew up like constant like I was moving every year, like all the time, like constantly moving. Like I basically wasn't in a school longer than a year for my first like I think about till grade seven, 6 or 7. That's when like it was my first like this is where I'm living now basically. Like it was like just moving all the time or whatever. So like I met a lot of people. Like I've had I remember my first true love still, like everything like that. Like and I wouldn't say it was really true love. I think it was just like a crush, you know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. Um and then like I've so my dad, like my stepdad, they split up like or sorry, my real dad or whatever. Like my parents split up when they were young or whatever. So I like constant fighting and all that stuff like that. And so
Yeah.
I never really had like a dad figure in my like in my family. Like I never had somebody that I was able to actually say how I was. So I used to just bundle it all up, and then all of a sudden like, I just get really angry. Like I used to get into like so I don't live in like the best. Like I would say like I live in a good place, but there's really bad neighborhoods around, and I got associated with these pretty bad kids or whatever. Like I could have if honestly if I didn't get out of it, I probably would have been in a gang. I probably would have killed somebody, and I probably would be selling not just cocaine. You know what I mean? Like it was a bad time.
Yeah, either that or
Like
you'd be
I
in prison.
oh for sure.
Yeah.
I remember smashing a kid's head in. Like and I was like and I looked at him like why the fuck did I do that? Like why? Like you know what I mean? Like just I couldn't understand it. Like and it's just like even the same thing with you. I've fucking had to learn everything myself. You know what I mean? Like no one's told me one thing, no one's told me the other. Like it's constant like been learning, and it's like like when the one thing I hate about people, the one thing I can't stand, and my parents do it all the time. Like when I ask them, like if I'm gonna want to move out and shit like that, but it's like it's gonna be hard. Well, no fucking shit, it's gonna be hard. Like nothing in life is worth doing unless there's some fucking like difficulty to it. Like I don't want to live my hell like my life every single day, waking up, going to work, 9 to 5 job, and just living. Like I don't want to fucking do that. I want to enjoy myself. I want to learn. I want to experience. I want to just fucking have fun. Like and like I just like there's so many things like I don't understand. Like it's just like and the one thing that probably gets me like the most furious is the fact that everybody sees me as this one person. Like so like basically when I growing up like in like my high school or whatever, everybody saw me as like the best gamer in the fucking world. Like I could beat anybody. That's all I did was just gaming. You know what I mean? That's all I did.
Yeah.
But that wasn't who I was. And it was just like I kind of just like I said like fuck it like nobody wants to like hear my side of the story so I just that's who I became sort of thing, right? Like it's you're told like if you're told every single day in your life that you're a drug dealer, you're a drug dealer, well you're gonna fucking become one. You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things. Like you just become what society deems you fit. So I think that's probably like the aspect of why I got so much into gaming and whatnot. But it's like a lot of people don't know like I love like going out and like just experiencing like society, just like observing things. Like I love rock climbing. Like there's like don't even get me started on knives and whatnot. Like I just love knives, even though they don't make sense to me. Um,
It's a sharp piece of metal, but I fucking love it.
no, like it's just like it's just there's like well when I say I don't it doesn't make sense to me. I mean like the laws and whatnot. Um, it just it doesn't make sense. Like how can something how can a machete? So I live in Canada, where a machete, You know what a machete is, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is legal to carry. You can walk around and carry that. Okay. You'll definitely get weird fucking looks and uncomfortableness, and you'll probably get cops called on you, but it's not illegal. You won't get sent to jail for it. Like as long as it's like has like a what's it called? A shield on it or whatever, like the casing.
Yeah.
But you can completely walk around with it, like in your hand and everything like that. But you know what a ballast song is and a butterfly knife?
Yeah.
Well, something so tiny like that, you can't even have it on you. You can't even own it. It's completely illegal. And you're asking yourself, why? How can something that allows me to calm down and just not think about anything and just play like it's it's almost like playing a
Oh
musical
yeah. Do you
instrument.
do you do the thing where you like swing it open and then swing it around, then swing it back
Oh
closed?
yeah, like here, I'll show you a video. Like I'll send you a link and this is my favorite trick of all time and I do it
Hello
all
everybody,
the time.
Seraph Nation here
Give me a
today
second.
with a brand new ballad song tutorial for you guys.
Behind the
Today's tutorial is
I like this one a lot. I'll send it you in TeamSpeak.
Right.
No, one sec. But basically, like, um, what's it called? Like, it's just like, how can something that is just so, it's like, it's an art. Like, that's what it is. Like, that's my idea of it. Like, it's something so beautiful. How can it be, how can it be illegal? Like, there's no intent. Like, what are you gonna use a machete for? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't fucking, there's no art form to it. You know what I mean? Like,
It's just something that you do that's relaxing. Like, yeah, dude, I fidget with a lighter. Like, I don't know why, but I have to buy lighters more often than like regular smokers because I will use all the fuel in my lighter just by fucking flicking it, just by like playing with the spark or
oh, for
flicking it,
sure. Like,
or just like leaving it burning and moving my fingers through the flame. Like, I do that so fucking much.
no, for sure. I do the fucking hand bomb thing every time I get a lighter. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you cup your hand, pour the gas in and light it, and then open your hand. Like I fucking love that shit. Like it just I used to be an entire pyro. Like I was an idiot. Like oh fuck, I was probably the dumbest kid. Like I was the dumbest fucking kid when I was young. Like I almost burnt down my nanny's barn and then blamed it on people. And we're in the fucking country. Who the fuck's out in the country? Like you know what I
dude,
mean?
dude, have you ever just like lied about stuff and you don't even understand why you're lying? You're just lying.
Dude.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I was in the back of a cop car. Like we're fucking like me and my cousin, we just made up a fucking story and we're talking. And then I'm like looking like the cops looking at me and like I think ever since I was young I could read people and like I just saw it in her face like and she just like you're a fucking idiot. Like she did like that's what I saw in her face and then she kind of goes like I'm gonna give you one last chance. Tell me what's going on. Like tell me exactly this like everything that happened. Because if what you're saying is true, we're gonna have to send dogs out and yada yada yada. And obviously she was fucking with me like at the time that I'm thinking about it, you know what I mean? Like she knew way in advance what was going on. And I just like yep, like we're an idiot. Like that's like I'm just said we're an idiot. Like I'm sorry. And it was just like fuck, like I'm thinking back to it. It's like why did I even try to? You know what I mean? Oh, and sure I pissed my
Or even
family off.
just like
Like
small things that like someone asks you, your parents ask you,
yeah,
and it's not even like
did
lying.
you take the box of cookies?
Or
No. Like what? Yeah, I ate the full fucking box of cookies. I'm a fat ass. Like I'm 130 fucking pounds and I eat 200 pounds of food a day. Like I don't understand. Like I honestly like I saw a post and I'm actually like I want to go to like I gotta go see my doctor because I'm actually kind of curious. Like I think I might be diabetic because there's like a whole bunch of things where it's like if you eat a lot and you never get hungry, if you drink a lot, if you're always thirsty, like every time I wake up, like I have to chug something. Like that feeling of chugging is just like the feel like I don't know what it is. It's just like it's
that
amazing
that
to
can
me.
come down to that whole thing like the drug thing, because a lot of people like you might just have a really good metabolism
No, no,
and
I
some
know, and
people
I,
like
I,
that.
I probably do, but it's just like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, and like even just that thought that I have to go see a doctor, but it's like
Well,
really, like
have you
why?
heard recently it's actually been diagnosed as a real disease. It's called a binge eating disorder. I'm not sure if it's BED or something along the lines,
Okay, I
but
definitely fucking have that.
a lot of the reason why fat people are fat is not necessarily because they're
They eat a lot. It's they
lazy, they don't
binge.
work out, and they eat a lot, and they're fucking addicted to food. And I can relate to this, dude. Like sometimes when I'm stoned, or sometimes when I'm just normal, like it's awesome to have a box of chips or a box of Cheez-Its or chips and salsa or cookies or something that you're just shoving in your face. Like you're
Dude,
not even eating it because you're hungry, and you're not even necessarily eating it because it tastes good. You're just eating it
you're
because
just
you're
eating it because
eating
you're
it.
fucking eating it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
You don't know why you're eating. You just are.
You
Like
just know
I,
that you want to eat, and if
I've
you don't
woken
eat,
up.
it kind of drives you crazy.
Yeah, like I've woken up. I've had fucking. I put two bagels in the toaster. I fucking put cream cheese on that. I put those on a plate. I put fucking 8 slices of raisin bread, and I fucking lathered butter on every single one of them. I sat down in my room, watched fucking YouTube stream, ate everything. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm still hungry. I ate a box of fucking popcorn chips or whatever, like the fucking what's like their cheddar popcorn. I ate a fucking whole thing of that. Like I don't I wasn't even thinking. And then I go back in the kitchen, I fucking grab a fucking 2 liter thing of juice. I fucking down that thing. And this is all in like 2 hours or something. And like it's like fuck, I'm still hungry. Like I need to eat something. And it's like, but why? Like I think like honestly I eat out of boredom. Like that's what I do. Like when I'm bored, I just eat.
Dude,
And
I can agree to that too. Because sometimes when I'm really bored and I'm in between playing video games, because I'm fucking tired of every single video game I have, and I'm
amen,
fucking
fuck.
pissed off because I'm thinking that all video games suck because greedy companies shortchange us nowadays on content
Yep.
and programming, and I'm just like fuck. What do I do? So I go in my kitchen and I look through the pantry from the shit that I
And
already
all the food that's there, you
consumed,
can't see a
and I'm like,
single
something
drop of
new.
food.
It's something new there, but nothing is new.
You keep opening the same cupboard
And
expecting it to be
you
fucking
just go in
full.
and you just fucking look at it, and you're like, fuck. And you close it, you go back and sit down. 15
5
minutes
minutes
later,
later.
you go in, you fucking open it, and you're like, fuck.
And the funniest thing is like you have so much fucking food in your cupboard, but you can't like you don't see anything that you want to eat.
Yeah, or it requires preparation and
Exactly, and it's like I don't
organization.
want to fucking make food. I want to eat it now.
Yeah, and that's why you look like a fat ass when you go grocery shopping. Because yeah, you buy your essentials, you buy milk, eggs, bread, all that bullshit, soup cans, whatever. But
And
then you
600
spend
bags
it
of
on like
chips.
chips and soda and all kinds of other bullshit, and your family talks shit about you because you're either too skinny and you eat way too much and you cost them too much food, or you fucking have a belly pudge like me because my metabolism slowed down. I'm fucking 23. This shit sucks.
Oh fuck, dude! Like I'm always considered skinny, but it's like I have some fat on me. Like I'm not a fucking skinny fucker, dude. Like I eat a lot, and there's like that's the reason I have a belly. Like fuck off. Like
None of the other part. The rest of you are skinny as shit. You're tiny, but yeah, you got a belly pudge, and you're like, fuck.
yeah, oh
I
I've
thought I
got.
have abs under there. Where are they? They're fucking hiding. Oh my god.
Come out, please. I beg of you.
My girlfriend needs you. Or the girl that I'm trying to pick up needs you, please.
Oh fuck. It's weird, like it's like I've noticed it in myself, like when I look in the mirror, like I can see like the outline of my abs and whatnot. But then
Yeah,
like
you can see them, but you just got this fucking flab all over.
but no, like it's like but then you look down and you look down and like it's just like I'm a fucking fatty. And then you look up and it's like you see the abs and it's like how does this make sense? Like what I'm seeing isn't what I'm actually seeing. Like what is right? Like
Yeah, what am I seeing?
like which one is true?
Feel
Like
like a fat ass. Why do I look like a fat ass?
oh fuck.
Oh my god, dude, it's fucking true. It's fucking true. Dude, I wish we would have recorded this whole conversation because
I
I would put
did.
it. You did?
Yeah, I'm streaming. Remember when I said I can't hear you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been going for an hour and 17 minutes now. I after we're done, after we're done, I was gonna be like, so do you mind if I upload this? And then, like if you said yeah, then I'm like, all right.
Dude, I was just about to say that. Like, dude, put this to some gameplay, put a catchy tag on, and put it on YouTube.
Yo,
And get
fuck
like a
that
million
shit. I'm just gonna upload it just the way it is. There's some fucking retards ranting.
While you're playing Ark Survival Evolved.
Oh yeah, I was playing it and then it fucking crashed and shit, so I had to yeah,
Yeah.
probably go back on that, you know. I kinda totally forgot about that. My bad. Whoops.
What the fuck are you even streaming then? Your
Yeah,
desktop background?
yeah, I was. I had it where's my game capture now? Oh.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. It's interesting though.
That's fucking hilarious. But no, dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I've gotten to the point where I'm a lot better at it now because I purposely don't buy things to eat because I'm not trying to become a fat ass, dude. Like, I don't want to become out of shape. I
The
don't
smartest thing to do,
like being in public and feeling like I just
you're getting
suck at
judged.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I don't like feeling like I'm getting judged. I just want to be a normal fucking person who's decent looking, who just I feel like I can just walk around, just be my fucking self, and not have to feel self-conscious.
for
But when
sure.
you fucking eat all this shit, like you feel self-conscious. You're like, fuck, dude. People know I've been shoving cookie cakes and snacky snacks in my mouth for 5 hours every day.
Like the biggest thing, and
They're gonna be like, that's fucking Cartman. That's fucking Cartman. That's Eric Cartman.
the biggest thing you can do though is get rid of pop in your diet, dude. I'll tell you right now. Get rid of it.
Soda?
Yeah. I'll guarantee you.
I won't buy soda anymore. Like I'll have a Sierra Mist every now and then. Just
Oh yeah,
because
like I'll maybe have
all
one
natural.
once a month or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like every time I do it, because it's like every now and then it's like fuck, I kind of want to pop, and then I'll have it. It's like bleh, this is fucking disgusting.
I feel like so slouchy. After
Yeah,
like, dude, I've had to get rid of pizza. Like, I caved and bought a pizza last night, and I haven't had a pizza in like over a month.
dude, that's why I can't wait till I move up because my whole fucking family, all they fucking do is every fucking day buy 3 large pizzas, and look who's fucking eating every single one of them.
Because like they all buy it and they buy so damn much, but
And then, yeah, okay, so imagine this. When they buy food, and then you eat it all, they get mad at you. But when you don't eat it all, they get mad at you.
They get mad at you for both ways. It doesn't make fucking sense.
And it's just like, what do you want from me?
What do you want from me? Exactly, dude.
Like,
Oh my god.
like I got a fucking box of fucking mint Oreos right next to me. Why? I don't fucking know. Like, I'm probably gonna eat them when I wake up one night.
I'm probably gonna eat them. They're probably gonna be gone in a couple of days. It'll be gone. Yeah, dude, I know exactly what you mean. I've gotten better at it,
But that's why I can't wait till I move out because it's like, well, then I'm gonna be fucking doing my shopping, and whatever the fuck I want to eat, I gotta fucking buy it. Like, and I've told them, like,
nobody's gonna say shit to me except I'm gonna feel judged when I'm checking out.
well, no, I won't be judged. Dude. I'm like, I want to fucking wait. Like,
You won't be judged, but you'll feel judged. I always feel judged.
oh, for sure. But it's like, it's not even what I'm gonna be buying. Like, I'm gonna be buying fucking carrots and whatnot. It's like, why the fuck don't we have a bag of carrots? I used to bring a bag of carrots to school every fucking single day.
Bag of baby carrots and fucking ranch is actually not that good.
Yeah, no. I just literally just plain baby carrots. I used to fucking go to school with a fucking bag of carrots and eat that whole damn thing in that day. That's all I would fucking eat. You know why? Because I wanted fucking carrots. That was what I wanted to eat. Like, and people would ask me, why the fuck you eating carrots? I don't fucking know. Like,
I wanna eat carrots, bitch.
like, why don't you get a fucking cookie from the fucking thing? I don't want a fucking cookie. Like,
Like,
yeah.
I wanna eat something and not get fat, okay?
It's not even the fact that it's like, I want to eat a fucking carrot. Like, I like the taste of carrots. Is there something fucking wrong with that? Like, oh. Yeah. Very interesting. Like, there's so many things, like, I want to do so many, like, social experiments and shit like that. Like, fuck, like,
That would cost like money and time and shit like that.
time's finite. That's what makes it special.
Like, dude, have you ever watched movies and shit and seen people people, like hypothetically, like there's this new movie called Point Break came out. It's a
I
remake
saw that. I
of
want to watch it.
I thought it was good. I thought the plot line, they changed the plot line from the original because the original is just about a bunch of surfers who steal money so they can go around the world and surf gnarly waves, right?
Yeah.
Well, this one's more about like some not necessarily eco-terrorists, but people trying to reach nirvana, quote unquote. Or not necessarily trying to. I don't know. They explained it weird, but they're doing all this fucked up shit because they didn't like how society was going. Kind of like how like we think, sort of. But
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go fucking bomb
it
the
just
world or some shit.
okay. Yeah. But it really just seemed like it was more of a plot to have some extreme sports because there was epic snowboarding, fucking gnarly snurfing.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what the fuck's snurfing, bro?
Dude, snurfing's this new sport, man. It's fucking radical, dude.
You surf on your nose or something? Like.
Yeah, you snurf on cocaine waves. But anyway, no. It just seemed like an excuse to have a bunch of extreme sports in it. The movie was good. I liked it. I really did. Like, it had a plot line? No, it didn't. I thought it was fucking stupid. But, I mean, like, the way they put it together was kind of stupid. I mean, I can see people just being radical like that to where, like, you want to do whatever in your life to just go be able to snowboard. And that's exactly what I want to end up. Like, I'm obsessed with computers. Like, I really do want to start getting involved with like building computers and programming games and stuff like that. Like that's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm gonna end up doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's gonna be my job. But I wish I was in that scenario where people just randomly had all this money and I could just go snowboard whenever I wanted. I could choose to work on computers when I wanted. I had all this access to cool tech whenever I wanted.
Yeah.
And I see that and I'm just like, damn. And I see all these people with so much money, like my parents, and they sit on it and they buy things and they fucking basically do nothing. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
It's like, what's the point in making all that money when there's the chance that you're gonna die tomorrow?
Yeah, like okay, a cool car. You got a cool car. Congratulations. You drive it like what? Twice a day, there and back to work, and maybe out to dinner or a movie. Like,
dude,
fuck, you have so much money. You could go take a trip to Paris right now if you wanted, and spend a month there. Like you could go to China. You could go to fucking Africa. Like you could go anywhere you wanted and do anything
yeah.
you wanted.
Like,
and I don't see why rich people don't do that shit. Like, okay, you're not coordinated and you can't fucking damn it, my girlfriend's calling me. Yeah, I'll pick it up later. I'll tell her back. Like like dude, you could do all this crazy shit, man. And then I see these people in movies and hypothetically there could be groups out there that actually get to do that where they get to go on a yacht and party. And I'm not saying living this cocaine drug influenced party lifestyle is a good thing, but I'm saying like being able to live and choose freely what you
yeah,
want
do what you want to do. Like, there's nothing wrong with
like,
doing
I'm not saying
anything.
that you're a lazy person and you don't work. Like I'm sure there's some work involved, and I'm not saying I just want everything for free. Just hand it to me, like, oh, just let me, be a piece of shit.
No, I know what you're saying. Like, we definitely live in a very interesting society.
Like it just drives me fucking crazy when I see all these rich people in my town, and they buy things. Like, okay, autographs are cool. Oh, okay, they sit on your fucking wall and they do nothing.
Yeah, like, oh fuck.
Value will increase in a couple of years, and maybe I can sell it when I inherit your stuff. Well, that sounded fucked up. Don't worry, I don't want my parents to die. But it's just like,
No, but that's true. It's what you
well,
think.
and then, okay, so check this out. There's this glass maker in Dallas that makes super expensive, like hand-blown, handmade glass objects, like
Yeah.
hand-colored, handcrafted, and all this shit. And my parents like that stuff, right? Well, they went and bought not a vase, but it's like this bowl type of thing. They don't even keep anything in it, like nothing, like not even fucking pretty rocks or plant or anything. It's just an empty bowl, and it costs them $3,200.
Holy fuck.
$3,200 for a bowl, for a fucking bowl. And I'm like, dude, you could take a trip to Colorado for 2 people, spend an entire weekend there, get lift tickets, go to the bar, go to a concert, go to movies while you're there.
No, for sure.
Do all this crazy shit and experience stuff for $3,200.
Yeah, like it's
okay, well, that'd be like a distance for you, like Alberta or something like that. Like, I'm not saying you're going halfway around the world on $3,200.
no, but it's like you just the way my uncle is, in basically, like, they don't have kids or whatever, but like he works on computers, like that's basically what he does, like all the time. Um,
Nice.
and he travels all the time from wherever he goes, and just like every few months, like they just travel, like they're going to fucking Jamaica for like the 15th fucking time, like you know what I mean? Like they
Like they know people there, but now he has a
oh
best
dude,
friend
dude,
who lives there. Yeah,
they
I
know,
want that.
dude, they know them so well that when they go, there's fucking like a huge thing of what's it called? I can't remember if it's rum or what it is, but there's like a fucking gigantic fucking bottle of fucking alcohol just waiting on their bed. Like it's
Yeah,
just like
because they're friends with the locals and they come down there and they party and
yeah,
they experience life together. Like, dude, that's what I want. And then I
like
see all these people who get so lucky in life and have it so easy and get everything fucking handed to them and don't have to try in school. And then they choose and go out and buy a fucking like picture, a painting, a painting that costs more than my whole house. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Really? Really, you want a fucking painting? That's what you want.
yeah, like for me, dude, like if I ever become a millionaire, like or not even that, like if I ever like just if I
Just
work hard,
get enough
if
money.
I get enough money to do what I want to do, I'm literally going to have a motorcycle collection. That's what I want to do. And by collection, I don't mean
Like just to
sitting in my garage. I
yeah,
mean, I want a bike
so
for every fucking day of the week, and I want a fucking Honda. I want a CBR, like Honda CBR. I want a fucking Ninja. I like there's like I was like a bunch of sports bikes. You know what I
you
mean?
better drive those
And
bitches
I would be
all
fucking
over.
driving them every single day. Like I would fucking have like if I was a millionaire, I'd have houses all over the world with fucking a bunch of bikes in them, and then fucking I just travel the world every fucking day, just riding the bike every day, and just like get a new bike at every fucking house. You know what I mean? Like, oh, ride this bike today. You know what I mean? And just because like that's what I love doing. Like it's just
Like
uh,
maybe I'm being hard on people. Like maybe they like collecting shit. I mean, I don't know because my parents definitely aren't athletic, so it's not like they could go out and do a bunch of stuff. So I mean, maybe, and they have taken trips and stuff. But still, I just hate seeing people just buy a bunch of
like they
stuff
waste their
and
money.
do
It's like
nothing with it.
like the one thing you gotta say is like, who the
Not like
fuck's
buying
gonna see it?
motorcycles. Yeah, like not like buying motorcycles. Like you can go out and ride those anytime you want.
Can't
Like
fucking ride a
it's just
painting.
sitting there. Yeah, you can't ride a painting, dude. What does a painting do for you? It sits on
Or
your
what's a
porch
bowl?
and
Like, hey,
people
fuck,
come over and
dude.
bullshit about it.
I,
When
I,
you throw a little fancy party and have your duck vomit.
like the one thing I would say, like, if I ever got into a bunch of money, I would fucking buy a gold toilet. You know why? Because I could fucking take a picture every fucking day saying I'm taking a shit on a $30,000 fucking gold toilet. What are you gonna fucking do about it? Every single day.
You already looked at the price of a gold toilet?
No.
How did you know it was thirty
I
thousand
just guessed.
dollars?
I just said it.
I was really hoping that you knew the price of a gold toilet.
After I kill this carnival, I'll
Come
find
on,
out.
I gotta hate on that. A gold toilet, dude, that's stupid. Come
Oh
on.
no, it's completely stupid, but I think like
Did you know that they actually make there are 8 rolls of them, 8 or something like that, or there's been 8 sold or something like that. But someone has actually made gold toilet paper. It's gold leaf toilet paper that's been somehow like sewn together.
why the
And
why the fuck would you buy that? I'd feel like I'd be cutting my asshole up. Like what the fuck?
well,
You're
no, apparently the way that they did it is it's been like because you know how you can have gold flakes in like drinks and stuff and you can drink it or
oh
whatever.
yeah yeah.
Yeah, well, it's shit like that. Like it's like a fabric that's made out of gold, and you can wipe your ass with it. It costs like $6,000 a roll, and I'm
So
like, what? You
so
would spend $6,000 to wipe your asshole?
I would if I was rich as fuck.
yeah, but that's the same thing as burning money, except you're shitting on it.
Yeah, you were literally shitting on money when you could go out and do something
I
with
don't
that.
really like
You
gold
could go
foil
out and
rolls.
fuck.
I
You could
like
go
to
out and
wipe
rent
my
a yacht
ass
and
on
fuck like
rare
10 bitches.
$1,000 bills.
Okay, well this is Echo. Everybody meet Echo. He's an idiot. I'm just kidding. Echo.
Okay, so a gold.
No,
Hey, yeah, how
seriously.
much did I say? How much did I say?
It was $30,000. Were you close?
One sec. However, the couple cannot quite complete with the most expensive gold toilet. There's apparently a $5 million gold toilet.
Oh
The
wow, $5 million.
24K
Good for you.
gold bowl. is a feature. Let
Dude,
me
you know what's fucked up about that? If you had a fat person sit on your gold toilet, it would bend it and break it. Because
oh
gold
my
is, like,
god.
extremely malleable.
All right,
You would
let's
never
go.
have any fat people sit on your toilet. Or anyone over a certain weight limit.
Dude, it would be in like my
On your
man
toilet.
cave. It would be in my man cave. Like I want a secret room in my house.
Dude, your shit bucket for your gaming lounge could be made out of gold.
Hey, exactly. Dude, I would fucking have a chair that I could just shit on. Like, and it would like just like it's like I'm sitting on like a movable toilet chair. You know what I mean? Like, how
Yeah.
fucking awesome! You never
It would
have
be
to
like
get up.
a shit bucket chair.
You
Yeah.
never have to get up. Let's just endorse the fatness of our society. Woo!
What's up?